HR Conclave 2024. I welcome you all. So we are expecting some more guests to be joining in. But thank you for being here on time. So we appreciate that. So we can give you a round of applause. So I believe people are traveling across cities. So it takes a lot of time, and of course you are here for this special moment. And it's not just the HR Conclave, but yes, much more to it. The showstopper of the evening, you all know that. So we're going to hold our horses till then and keep the excitement building on as it nears to it, right? So please relax and grab your seats. And also I request all the fraternity who are outside next to the exhibitors, please start walking in, as we would like to start on time, because there's so much to be actually doing it for you all, and a lot of preparations have gone into it. So we're looking forward for this wonderful time. Are you ready for it? Yes? Come on guys, give me some joy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to start, I'll just put my phone on silent, and also I request you all, because आज हम यहाँ आए हैं तो कुछ यहाँ से लेके भी जाएंगे, and this is for us, right? It's for no one, but this is for us. So good afternoon, namaste, shabak khair, bonjour, distinguished guests, colleagues, and my HR fellow professionals. My name is DIPIKAM, and it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this HR Excellence Recognition and HR Conclave 2024. First of all, kaisi feeling hai? 2024, we are again back with the bang, and this time bigger preparation. So can we have a round of applause, guys? Come on, it's for you. We are celebrating each one of you sitting here. आप लोगों में से किसी का first time हो सकता है, some may be, experiencing it for more than 2 times. So for the first time, can we have something like this? So who all are there who are experiencing it for the first time? First time, yeah, you can give me this sign, yes, and my camera can capture you all like this. Yes, wonderful, okay. So there's a lot of things that you can take back home, alright? We ensure you that. And there are, I'm sure, distinguished guests and eminent speakers and my fellow professionals who are attending it not for 1 time, but maybe more than 2-3 times. So, guys, this victory sign is for you all. So, who all are attending it for more than once? Yes, please give me the V sign. So, yes, we are marching towards the victory. So, you are actually moving towards the excellence for yourself. So here we celebrate and recognize the best HR practices that drive success and excellence in our industry. Today, we gather here to shine a spotlight on the innovative HR initiatives that have not only transformed our workplaces, but also they have set new standards for organizational effectiveness and employee engagement. So our agenda for this prestigious gathering is packed with insightful sessions, engaging discussions, and the recognition of exceptional HR leaders who have made a significant impact in their respective domains, such as talent management, diversity and inclusion, employee engagement, and organizational development. So doesn't it sound all cool? Yes? You may be hearing it almost every day, but for the people who are here for the first time, yes, we are going to have the nomination across that you have given us for the awards. So the categories are decided on based on these, on the following parameters that I have just said. So let's make this event a memorable and enriching one to all of you, in fact, each one of you present here. There may be times when you may want to take a break, so please, you may feel to do that, but we request you to please keep sitting and also be here, be mindful. We don't need to say
you guys are already here for some purpose, and without a further ado, because time is the essence, we would like to kickstart our event. So please stick to the time, whether it is a networking break that you get in between and the key panel discussions that we have. You'll all be allowed to put up the questions. So we will run you through across that. But hold your horses till then. Now I would request Mr. Naveen Singh, PHDCCI, to come up on stage.
Thank you very much, and on behalf of PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I welcome you all for this important event on the HR sector, because without the human resources, nothing is possible. So we all are here. I think we have been a lot of deliberations here, and somehow we will be coming out with new ideas, which you will be sharing with that, and in the end, we will be preparing a report which we will be sharing with all of you, so that we can come back next year with some new ideas. So over to you.
Thank you, sir. I think we've been quite pro in actually delivering to what we have in agenda, and I'm glad that will be doing it well on time. So now I would like to invite Mr. Madhu, Chair, Chandigarh Chapter, PHDCCI, to come up on stage, please.
Thank you very much once again. And I once again welcome you to this HR Conclave. So very good afternoon to you, and a very warm welcome on behalf of PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. My name is Naveen. Seth. I am the Deputy Secretary General from the Head Office of PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Just to give you a little brief about PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we are 119 years young organization. We started way back in 1905. We have a presence in now 20 states in India. And we have reached out to around 150,000 industry members across the country. Globally, we have 168, to be very precise, MOUs with the Global Chambers of Commerce and Industry, with whom we work very closely for trade enhancement as well as business delegations in and out, and also participate in different exhibitions which we do there on behalf of PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, with the support of Ministry of Commerce and Industry as well as an MSME as well. We have Chavla ji also here from the MSME who has been supporting us. Thank you very much, sir, for being here with us today. And apart from this, in the chamber we have 68 different expert committees. You name the industry, we have a committee on that in which we work. So in fact, today morning, sir has been here. We were doing an event in the chamber on the credit scheme from the MSME with Simpli, and that was the occasion when we were together there. Apart from this, across the country, we keep on doing different exhibition conferences, reach out to the industry members so that we can come out with their pain points and take it to the respective departments, organizations in the center as well as the state governments. So coming back to today's event, which we do, so I think the inaugural session of HR Conclave and the HR Excellence Recognition, it is with great pleasure and enthusiasm that I stand before you today amidst this gathering and esteemed professionals and thought leaders from the industry who are from the human resource field. The HR Conclave and HR Excellence Recognition represent not just an event on our calendar, but a pivotal moment to reflect on the transformative power of effective HR management. In an era defined by rapid technological advancements, evolving workplace dynamics and heightened expectations from employees and stakeholders alike, the role of HR has never been more crucial, I would say. Over the course of this conclave, we have the privilege of delving into discussions that will help the future of HR practices, from navigating the complexity of talent acquisition and retention in a competitive global market to harnessing the potential of diversity and inclusion as drivers of innovation. Our agenda is packed with these insights that promise to inspire and empower. Today we also take the opportunity to honor and celebrate organizations and individuals who have demonstrated exceptional achievement in the HR excellence. Their dedication, innovation and unwavering commitment serve as guiding lights for all of us, illustrating what can be achieved through visionary leadership and a steadfast focus on nurturing talent. As we embark on this journey of learning and collaboration, I urge each of you to actively participate, share your experience and forge meaningful connections that will enrich our professional journey. Let us use this platform not only to exchange ideas but also to collectively elevate the standards of HR practices and pave the way for a more prosperous and inclusive future. I once again extend my sincere gratitude to all the participants, speakers and partners who have contributed to make this event a reality. Together, let us make the most of this opportunity to learn, grow and shape the future of HR. So thank you very much for this. Now to take this further, I would like to invite Shri Madhu, the chair of the Chandigarh chapter of PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to give his welcome address.
Mr. Ashish Vig, IR and HR Committee, PHDCCI, Mr. Praveen Gupta, MD, Premas Lifesciences, Mr. Seth, Co-Chair, Punjab Chapter, PHDCCI, Mr. Rajneesh Singh, Chair, Regional HR Committee, PHDCCI, CEO, Simpli Group, Mr. Naveen, Seth, DSD, PhD Chamber of Commerce, Honorable Jury for HR Excellence Recognition, eminent speakers, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to each one of you to the HR Conclave and the HR Excellence Recognition Ceremony. It is indeed an honor to stand before such an illustrious gathering of HR professionals, industry leaders who have made significant contributions in the field of human resources. PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry has been working as a catalyst for the promotion of Indian industry, trade and entrepreneurship for the past 118 years. It is a forward-looking, proactive, dynamic, pan-India apex organization. As a partner in progress with industry and government, PHD Chamber of Commerce works at grassroots levels with strong national and international linkages for propelling progress, harmony, integrated development of the Indian economy. Today we come together to celebrate the essence of human resources, the heart and soul of every organization. In this ever-evolving business landscape, HR professionals play a pivotal role in shaping the future of work, fostering a culture of innovation and driving organizational success. Your relentless efforts in talent acquisition, employee engagement, learning and development, and strategic planning are truly commendable. This conclave provides a unique platform for knowledge sharing, networking, and exploring the latest trends and best HR practices. We are privileged to have distinguished speakers and panelists who will share their invaluable insights and experiences. This expertise will undoubtedly inspire and equip us with new perspectives to tackle the challenges and serve and seize the opportunities that lie ahead. As we recognize and honor the outstanding achievements in HR excellence, let us remember that these recognitions are not just testaments to individuals or organizational success, but a celebration of collective effort, dedication, and passion that drives our profession. The awardees today have set benchmarks of excellence and have raised the bar for all of us. I encourage everyone to engage actively, share your thoughts, and take full advantage of this gathering. Let us learn from each other, build lasting connections, and leave with renewed enthusiasm to make a difference in our respective roles. Thank you for being here, for your unwavering commitment to advancing the field of human resources. Let us embark this journey of excellence together. Welcome once again, and let's make this event a memorable and enriching experience. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir, and we also thank you for your guidance we have been getting from you time and again, sir. Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite Mr. Rajneesh Singh, the chair of the Regional HR Committee of PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry from the region, and CEO of Simpli Group, who are the knowledge partner for this HR conclave. Over to you.
Mr. Seth, Mr. Vij, Mr. Vig, Mr. Sachdeva, thank you very much for taking out the time for the conclave. And my very dear friend, Mr. Praveen Gupta, we go back many, many years, so I'm so happy he's come down to grace this occasion as a keynote speaker. When you dream, and I always start a gathering like this, that the simple word called dream is so important. June 23rd last year at Taj Hotel, Sector 17 is when we talked about this June and doing something very different with the conclave. This is the 4th edition, and we wanted to do something different, like I said, was about really trying to figure out who is very important in the HR space. Is it the me or is it the we? And that is where it was very important when we started designing the program for this conclave, is where we came up with this brilliant idea of why not recognize HR teams of this upper north region. And that's where the whole idea came, which is what is going to unfold today evening. So I'm terribly, terribly happy. We got to really put together a wonderful jury, which in this month, over the last 2 weeks, have actually gone through sessions, presentations by many of you sitting in this hall, who are all vying for these recognitions. I'm so happy, really, for everybody is gunning for that little recognition. It's so important that the teams get recognized. End of the day, the whole story is about a team. An individual can be as good as he can be or she can be. But if he or she doesn't have a team behind it, not going to work. So I think it is very, very important. In the way the awards happen in the country, we want it to be very different. It was not about individuals. This is about teams. So this evening, let's celebrate HR teams in this region. So big hand to everybody present in this audience. Also, big thanks to all the sponsors who have come together for this conclave. They keep coming back. I'm so happy. They quickly agree that this is what we're doing. There's a purpose behind it. And as Simpli Group, we have been at it. This is the 4th year, so our commitment goes absolutely no questions about it. The bar has to keep going up, and that's the way we are doing everything in this city. So that's very, very critical. Last thing before I really go is, of course, to tell you a bit about Simpli Group. That's very important. I think we are also at a cusp, very interesting, where there's so much of talk of AI, machine learning, and what have you. And that's where our firm also, from being a very advisory consulting company, is moving towards becoming a tech company. And we feel there's a lot of power in how do we really leverage tech for HR. And that's where we will have a lot of interesting discussions. The 3 panels that you talk about are going to be very, very engaging. I mean, they're going to talk about managing talent, they're going to talk about managing technology, and last but not the least, very, very interesting topic, diversity in leadership. I think that topic itself, I'm really honestly looking forward to that panel. So those are some of the things that we have brought together. Big, big thanks to the entire jury team, wonderful team that we've really got together, who've done a pure justice to the entire process. So that is where we are right now. Team PHDCCI, wonderful bunch of people. They become like family for me. So big thanks to everyone. And I think Team Lalit, big hand to all of them. So let's we've got a nice evening ahead of us. And I'm sure all of you are going to have a lovely time. Let's celebrate the power of HR. That's very important. Let's not undermine what we can do in companies. And I think that's where we got to be standing out and doing things very, very different. Do impactful HR so that people remember you. That's very important. So that is where I'll close my little note for all of you, and we'll keep engaging through the afternoon and in the evening. Look forward to really having interesting conversations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rajneesh. I think you have given the objective of the event and also the background of the event. So just to take a clue from what you said, Rajneesh, the 4 pillars we work in the chamber nowadays is COPE, COPE. So C is basically collaboration, and cooperate with each other. That is what in the organizations we have to do. O is the opportunity and optimizing the resources which we have in the organization so that we can deliver the best. P is basically the policy advocacy. Unless we know what the subject we are talking about, how do we go further? And E is where these kind of events like epic events you create. So this is how you take it further. So in the chamber we have been working on these 4 pillars and trying to achieve the target set by the management with us, and this is how we should all work in our life as well. So now to take this further, it is my privilege to invite Mr. Ashish Vig, the chair of the IR and HR committee from the head office of PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, who will be giving an industry perspective on this, and he has specially travelled from Delhi today, though he was a bit busy and because of the weather today also.
पहले तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि इतनी सारी लेडीज को देख के बहुत इंकरेजिंग हो रही है कि HR में इतना अच्छा प्रेजेंस है नारी शक्ति का, and which is very very encouraging and very promising of the days in future. Second thing which I said last time also, I think Rajneesh may remember. मैं इस पर ड्वेल नहीं करूँगा, पूर्ण थॉट आप लोगों के लिए दूँगा। हम जब भी इस किस्म के सेमिनार्स करते हैं, बहुत अच्छी चर्चा डेलिब्रेशन होती है, हम अपनी रिपोर्ट्स आगे बनाते रहते हैं। somehow कैजुअल बनकर रह जाता है, जबकि हमारे देश में कैजुअल वर्कर की तादाद बहुत ज़्यादा है। ये मेरे दिल के करीब है, because I belong to the construction industry and that is where we have all casual workers. It will not be a bad idea if people can think about it, how we uplift them, क्योंकि हम जितनी बातें करेंगे आज की, वो सारी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड सेक्टर की बातें करेंगे। तो इसको भी जरूर सोचिएगा कि हम उस तबके के बारे में क्यों नहीं बात करते और हम कैसे उसको राइट। हैविंग सेड दैट, सिटी इन चंडीगढ़, द ब्यूटीफुल सिटी, मॉडर्न डिजाइन, अपनी हेरिटेज को लेके चले, यही हमें भी तो करना है। चारों ओर हमें भी यही करना है ना। अभी AI की बात हुई, मॉडर्न डिजाइन, मॉडर्न टेक्निक्स को लेकर चलना है, लेकिन अपने कल्चर के साथ हमें सिर्फ एक नहीं करना है वेस्ट को। सी वेस्ट इज अ डिफरेंट कल्चर, वी आर डिफरेंट कल्चर, वी हैव टू मर्ज द टू। आई फील दैट in fact I was talking about this in one of our programs in Delhi, हमने कुछ नोट भी कर लिया। वो ये कि हमारे कल्चर में, हमारी सभ्यता में, तो ये हजारों सालों से बताया गया है कि मैनेजमेंट कैसे करना है। केवल भगवत गीता का क्या है, रामायण नगर में मैनेजमेंट क्या है, हमें आज पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है, हमें सिर्फ ब्रश अपनी मेमोरी पर जरूरत है और आज की टेक्नोलॉजी को अपनाते हुए अपने कल्चर के साथ चलना है। आई फील दैट, and if we do that, because the people whom we are going to be taking care of, they are also of the same culture. So I think that is important, a very important aspect we can look at. In fact, performing action without looking at the fruit of the action. तो जानते हैं ना, ये अगर आप नजरिया रख के एज HR मैनेजर डिसीजन लेंगे तो आप सही चलेंगे। Now again, like I said, this is not something which we are reading from books now. This was told to us eons back. So मैंने बात करी थी चंडीगढ़ से, मॉडर्न सिटी विद हेरिटेज कल्चर, यही चीज हमें यहाँ मुझे इंडस्ट्री पर्सपेक्टिव नवीन ने बोला है, मेरे हिसाब से इंडस्ट्री पर्सपेक्टिव यही होना चाहिए। आप जरूर पढ़िए, आप जरूर इसको देखिए, बट लार्जर कैंपस के साथ मस्ट look at, see, we are talking about 140 odd crore people that are there. Look at the workforce. And out of that workforce, how many crore are we addressing? So we must look at the larger campus. We must think accordingly. Very interesting was Vidul Nidhi, I was just reading. Vidul Nidhi, it says that activity should have, every activity should be done with a clear assessment. और रिजल्ट का भी होना चाहिए, क्लियर अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए और रिजल्ट का भी होना चाहिए. Once again, my request would be if you can lay your hand on any of these books, just go through it. You will find a difference when you are performing your action. When you are performing your action, we are going to have excellent speakers in the next 2-3 panels. And Naveen, do we have a system where they can give us their feedback? Yeah. So please mind when we are framing our proposal to the business. और अभी मेरे ख्याल में बड़े पॉजिटिव सब लोग हैं, सारे गवर्नमेंट की बड़ी पॉजिटिव है, बातें ज़्यादा सुन रही हैं. Thank you so much. मैं बस एक चीज़ और कहना चाहूँगा. 2 lines from this book. I will not name you all. From this book, again a dear friend. He says, HR वालों के लिए मुख्तसर जिंदगी का अजब फसाना है. मुख्तसर जिंदगी का अजब ये फसाना है. यहाँ तीर भी चलाने हैं और पंछी को भी बचाना है. तो
Thank you very much, sir. I think your presence always gives us a lot of encouragement, especially to me. So thank you very much, sir, for your industry perspective. So now we have our keynote speaker for today, Mr. Praveen Gupta, the MD, Premas Lifesciences. So just to give you a brief about Mr. Gupta, he is the founding director of Premas since 2006. He has led the evolution of genomics space in India and built Premas genomics business from scratch to 185 plus crores. Praveen ji has over 26 years of marketing experience and holds a master's degree in genetics from Savitri by Pune University, coupled with a management degree in PGCBM from XLRI, Jamshedpur. Before joining Premas, Mr. Gupta worked with Ranbaxy, Dr. Reddy's Lab, Life Technologies, Biorad, DSS, and the list goes on. Apart from his infectious passion and deep understanding of genomic space, Praveen ji is a wonderful team player, a free-spirited human being, and he enjoys mentoring young professionals and entrepreneurs. So the floor is for you today.
Thank you so much. At the outset, I would like to really thank PhD Chamber of Commerce for inviting me here, and I'm personally extremely elated to see that the most important tenet of an organization is HR professionals, and PhD Chamber of Commerce is trying to felicitate, trying to honor the best professionals and the best teams in HR, because I strongly believe that a motivated HR is the way to basically lead a motivated organization. So I'm really glad to see that such an amazing felicitation function has been organized. You must be wondering what am I doing here, because normally I'm not in this kind of rooms. My rooms are very different. I'm in the field of genomics. Does anybody understand what genomics is? Yes, perfect. Yeah, it's a study of genes. These days, in a very common parlor, we use things like, it's not in my DNA, this is not in my genes, so I study that. So your DNA is my business. Okay? And I was trying to contextualize that my core competence area and how does some of the HR practices, they actually converge. So what we do is basically we study human DNA, or any living thing, whether it's a human, whether it's a plant, animal, bacteria, virus, they all have a genetic material which is a blueprint of life. So all the blueprint of life, all the information, the moment you're born, you basically carry a blueprint in your DNA. Every single cell of yours has that DNA, which is a master copy of yours. You'll be surprised that there will be approximately about 200 people in this room. All of you have 99.99% same DNA. So you must be wondering, then why is you, and me? It's that 0.011% diversity or difference which makes you, which makes me. And this is so beautiful because nature has created this diversity, this difference to preserve the human race. If you were all same, assuming all our DNA sequences were same, one pandemic, you would have been wiped out. One event, you would have been wiped out. So nature has kept diversity in the nature to make sure that life survives. And I think to me that analogy is so true in any organization too, that we have to foster diversity of culture, diversity of thoughts, diversity of teams, diversity of every kind in today's context, even political views. How do you foster diversity in an organization? More so in today's context, in the VUCA world, the amount of volatility which is seen in the business world today. How do you basically ensure and create policies, leadership, engagement programs, a symmetry of all the activities so that your workforce becomes more productive, enjoys their outing in the organization? Of course, people are trying to create various kinds of hybrid models these days, so you have work from home, you have flat structures, you have amazing office cultures, and stuff like that. To me, I think we are a small organization. We are not a very big organization. We don't have unlimited resources. So to me, I challenge my team, I challenge my HR, I challenge my leaders to say, constantly think of evolving yourself and say, how do I better myself? How do I make sure that every single member of the organization feels accountable, feels extremely engaged on a daily basis, because then only you can think of the kind of growth which you're looking at. In today's complex world, there's always a new competition coming up, there's always a new challenging environment which is coming up, there's so much of change which is happening. So how do you create constant innovative mechanisms so that your workforce feels truly involved and truly contribute to you? And to me, I think, I'm sure each one of you, try and do that. We have this basic stuff of celebrating birthdays. We do a lot of activities to engage in. HR is constantly busy. I see their calendar. They have so much of activities lined up actually in the organization, and they really work so hard. All of you are working so hard. My request is that I think time has come where I think one has to also think through and say, how do I personalize that engagement activity depending upon the organization and the situation that you are in. I'll give you one more analogy. This whole diversity of genomics, the biggest application in today's world is called personalized medicine. So if you know, till now, our regime of healthcare has been, we employ something called one size fits all. You have a headache, I have a headache, you take an aspirin, I take an aspirin. It is completely wrong. The way your genetic constitution is, and way my genetic constitution is, you may require one tablet, I may require two tablets, and somebody else might require no tablet because it might be actually harmful. And similarly, I think in an organization too, to actually have a one-size-fits-all approach can be detrimental in today's world, especially with highly demanding workforce, which is the Gen Zs, the millennials. I think you understand the lingo better than me. And I constantly keep hearing from my leaders to say, it's a common complaint, you know what, ये लोग ना बहुत कम इनका attention span है, ये लोग ना इनकी बहुत distractions हैं, इन लोगों के बहुत सारे, they have so much of other things to do, they're not focused. And I constantly tell my leadership team to say, you know what, this is the future workforce we have, this is the talent we have. And we have to understand them and create policies and engagement programs and activities to make sure that this future workforce is highly, highly productive. And I think it requires a very different kind of mindset. We understand, I think all of you understand that a typical Gen Z average span to stay in an organization is 2 years. Now you can crib about this. You can say, wow, you know what, I've spent 2 years in training the person and the person has actually left now. What is the organization getting it, Now this is the reality. Let's face it, So it's the leaders of the organization, rather than blaming this, can we come out with methods, systems, fun culture? I'll give you a small example. In my office, if you step in, it's the most noisy office. Some people may say, hey, there's this casualness, what is this? I somehow get my energy from that noise. We've created chambers where if somebody wants to have a call, somebody wants to have a little me time, somebody wants to have an important, noise-free atmosphere, you can go into the chamber and basically give a call. But rest of the office doesn't have to be quiet. So small things, if we can deploy, I think this makes a huge difference. Rajneesh asked me to share some of the best practices which we follow. I'm sure all of you follow those practices, but we have small little changes done in our things. For example, you have wellness. I think in most corporates follow employee wellness programs, We've included a genetic component to that. So each of our employees, we're a small organization of about 100 people. Each of the employees have a genetic test done for them, after getting their consent. Now, what does this genetic test offer them? This genetic test offers them a lot of information about their wellness schemes. As I said, a very common example. How many of you have coffee here? Coffee. How many have more than 2 cups of coffee here? Have you ever wondered that are you coffee tolerant or intolerant? Do you know the amount of risk of heart attacks? Because of if you have a genetic variant which makes you coffee intolerant, more than 1 cup of coffee a day can be detrimental. And to, however, majority of the population, coffee is an amazing, I would say, excipient, which is very, very healthy for most of us. So if you know that information that tomorrow you are a poor metabolizer of coffee, you can avoid that. Same way, one test can tell you that among the 400 classes of drugs, I'm talking about medicines here, not the drugs, otherwise, which drug will never suit you in your life? And if you know that aspirin does not, or paracetamol does not suit you, you can avoid taking the paracetamol, you can take something else. So if you have that information, you can plan a better wellness so that the hospitalization of your employees, of your team members can be reduced. They can get meaningful information from this, and tomorrow they can plan their life much better. Thank you so much. I can go on and on and on and on, but I think there's a paucity of time here. But I'm really elated to be in this room. I'm really, really happy to see some of the most successful HR professionals here. Look forward to my interaction. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Praveen Gupta, for your address. So I would request the dignitaries on dais if we can just present a memento to Mr. Gupta on behalf of PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So now I invite Mr. Singh Sethi, the co-chair of Punjab State Chapter of PHD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, to propose the vote of thanks.
This is a good and an easy job to do. We have so many good speakers on the dais here. Mr. Two Vegs, Ashish Veg and Madhu Praveen Gupta, Rajneesh, Naveen ji is here. We have a jury somewhere hidden somewhere, I don't know where they are. But they've done an excellent job, I believe, in finalizing the results for the awards. Ladies and gentlemen, as we commence this esteemed HR conclave, and we have seen people speak about the importance of HR, and also somebody mentioned that there are too many, not too many, I mean many ladies in the room. There can't be too many. I think it is a very inherent fact that ladies are more sensitive, they are more emotional,
they are able to handle things in a better way. And he also gave a shairi about something ki teer bhi chalana hai aur panchi ko bhi nahi marna hai. So I guess it's quite clear that how they have to enforce strict discipline also in the company, and at the same time maintain a very good cordial friendly relationship with everyone, which is a tough job to do. And great. So also like to now thank our sponsors and partners for this, and a big thank to all of you for being here to make this event good. I'm really looking forward to the event. The further sessions, we're having 3 sessions coming up next. Promise to be interesting. Thank you very much for being here.
So thank you. With this, we end the inaugural session. So now I will hand it over to Deepti to take it further for the next session, which is on unlocking potential, nurturing talent for organizational success. So thank you, dignitaries, for being in the inaugural session. Thank you.